It's never met a smart criminal. Medicaid considered the single largest item in state budgets, and the new health care law expected to add some 20 million people to state Medicaid rolls. It's eating up 21% of a state's budget right now. That's according to the National Association of State Budget Officers. In Florida alone, Medicaid spending rose 17.5% in the past 2.5 years. Wow. Republican Florida Governor Rick Scott, he's out of Tallahassee today. Oh, we just lost him. Hang with us a moment here. We'll try and get the signal back here. The governor's been pushing for greater reform. I know there's been an experimentation underway to try and figure out what the best course is for the state of Florida. We've seen cases in Washington State and Tennessee and Indiana all experimenting with new ideas, so we wanted to figure out what's happening with the new idea in Florida. Governor, good morning to you. We'll try this right now. If the signal locks in, and it's not going to. Florida, by the way, spent $2.5 billion more in real money over the past 48 months. And they expect their total spending in Medicaid to shoot past $20 billion this year alone. And the figures, they're just staggering. If you're spending 21% of your total state budget, if that's going to Medicaid costs, it is extraordinary. And Governor, we're going to give this a shot here. What is your idea, short of a sweeping overhaul plan out of Washington, D.C., to figure out your finances at the local level?
Sure. It's almost now 30% of our budget. It's skyrocketing in cost. Because of all the federal rules, it's very difficult to control it. We want to go to a statewide managed care program. We have it in a few counties now. We're struggling with the HHS to allow us to do that. We need to get a block grant to be able to do that. So it's a big problem. On top of that, as you know, in our state, Obamacare is absolutely unenforceable. It's unconstitutional. We'd like them to repeal the taxes that Floridians are paying. There's 6 taxes already in effect, and there's another 18 taxes and fees that are going to be increased, and those ought to be stopped. But Medicaid is a significant issue that I've got to...
But under the new federal health care law, doesn't Washington help cover a lot of that cost for additional Medicaid patients who are added to the rolls?
Yeah, but what it does is it only covers a lot of it for a period of time, and then it's just like the stimulus bill, which we're dealing with now. We have a stimulus bill that covered things for a while, and then when it goes away, you've created more dependency. The same thing is going to happen with this. They're going to create a lot of dependency for Medicaid, and then they're going to pull the rug out from under Floridians. I just ran for office. Floridians are fed up with this. They're fed up with the federal government telling us what to do, making us more dependent on federal dollars, and then changing the rules. They need to just give us a block grant, let us spend the money the way we want to do it. But with regard to Obama, they need to repeal the existing taxes that they've already passed because it's unconstitutional in our state, and stop the 18 new taxes and fees that are coming around.
Yeah, the only way to get a block grant, though, is to either defund the health care law or hope that the Supreme Court says it's unconstitutional. Do I have that right?
Well, they could do a block grant if they wanted to, but look, it's unconstitutional. The Supreme Court will hold it unconstitutional, and they need to also accelerate that. Let's go ahead and go right to the Supreme Court. Let's don't waste any time, because what's happening in our state is, while it's unenforceable, we know it's unenforceable for the state, for NFIB. They're still asking insurance companies to comply with it, so we need to get this confusion taken care of. But they need to change what they're doing, just like welfare reform. Give us a block grant. I know what needs to happen in Florida. I know what our citizens need. We don't need all these strings attached from Washington.
Yeah, otherwise Washington controls your budget and tells you where to spend your money and where not to. Rick Scott, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate your opinion on that. We've gone down this road before with others and wanted to share what 30% of your state budget is climbing toward Medicaid costs today. Wow. Governor, thank you. And